Green Lantern featuring Menace of the Giant Puppet, an unknown enemy manipulating a monstrous puppet to fire deadly ray blasts at me. An incredible mental force from this huge creature affecting me, weakening my willpower so that I can't get my power ring beam to reach him. On a strange and far-off world where he has gone in response to a mysterious message received via his battery of power, Green Lantern battles a creature of such fantastic strength that it can resist the power ring attacks of the Emerald Warrior, the planet of doomed men. As Ace Test pilot Hal Jordan puts a new experimental spaceplane through its paces. Handles fine, easy as riding a kiddie car, except that this baby can go. Suddenly, plane spinning out of control. With practiced skill and lightning reflexes, the cracked airman brings his craft out of its dive. Woo! Nothing went wrong with the plane. I was at fault. Suddenly I went limp, as if every bit of energy had been drained out of me. I'm alright now, but what in the world happened to me in that brief moment? At the same time, on a far distant planet of Oa, in the central galaxy of the universe, a group simply known as the Guardians is meeting in solemn council. The energy duplicate of the possessor of a power battery in Sector 2814 will arrive in a moment. We must find out if this new possessor is worthy of his great trust. Yes, and also whether he is capable of dealing with the terrible emergency which has arisen in his sector. Then, as a blast of light appears before the august assemblage, where am I? We have summoned you to a council of the Guardians, Hal Jordan. To avoid interfering with your normal life, we allowed your corporal body to remain on Earth. While you, the energy twin of that body, possessing all of the knowledge in the mind of Hal Jordan, will answer our questions. Let us begin. We already know many of the details involving the transference of a battery of power to you, Hal Jordan. Let us tell you first what we know. An earthly year ago, in the arid southwest of your country, a craft from outer space crash landed. And inside, a being never before seen on Earth gave off his last thoughts. No use fooling yourself, Abin Sur. You're dying. You only have a short time left to live. You know what your duty is, to pass on the battery of power to a deserving one. It is what you would have been obligated to do had you met disaster on your own world. And you must do it here on Earth. And you must find a deserving Earthman and pass on the battery of power to him. But you must hurry. As a stricken man from space pressed his finger ring to the object beside him. Battery of power. Seek in this strange world if there is a deserving one here. Seek and find and bring him to me. From the green ring, a bolt of pure energy exploded. He must be one without fear, entirely without fear. Hurry, the time is short. With the speed of light, the energy beam crisscrossed the surface of your planet. But it was at that point that an ion storm upset communications between our planet and yours. As a result, when we could have received information from your world again, we found that an individual named Green Lantern had come into possession of Abin Sur's power battery. Green Lantern and I are one and the same person. Yes, so we gathered from our survey after the storm. But what we want you to do now, Hal Jordan, is to tell us what happened after Abin Sur's green beam was sent out. I remember it all so vividly. I was at that time sitting in a trainer of my own design at the Ferris Aircraft Company where I work as a test pilot. This flightless trainer will help turn out space pilots of the future. Suddenly, a green glow sprang up around me, What's that strange light surrounding me? I seem to be moving. Before I could even take a breath, I'm scooting through the air at fantastic speed. But how can such an incredible thing happen? Then abruptly, the flight ceased. I know I didn't leave Earth, but that sure looks like a wrecked spaceship lying there. And as I approached the vessel, "Come in, Hal Jordan." Good gosh, a spaceman communicating with me by telepathy. Startled, I entered the wrecked ship. "I am Abin Sur. I am not of Earth, but of a far distant planet, and I am dying. How can I help?" "No, it is too late to help me. Besides, I must speak to you of a more important matter." "More important than your life?" "Yes. Look at the battery, Hal Jordan. Why, it looks like a green lantern." "Yes, in your words, a green lantern. But actually it is a battery of power given only to selected space patrolmen in the supergalactic system to be used as a weapon against forces of evil and injustice. It is our duty, when disaster strikes, to pass on the battery of power to another who is fearless and honest. Come closer to me. Yes, by the green beam of my ring, I can see that you are honest, and the battery has already selected you as one born without fear. So you pass both tests, Hal Jordan. There is still much to tell you, and only moments left. My ship was battered, and the deadly radiation bands surrounding your planet. A terrible blast of yellow light, similar to your aurora borealis, blinded me at the controls. Yellow light, stunning me. Then I crashed. Only seconds left to tell you, once you have the battery, you have the power over everything except what is yellow. The unique metal which charges the battery with wondrous powers has a yellow impurity in it. Strangely enough, if the yellow impurity is removed, the battery loses its power. It is the impurity in the battery which will make you powerless over anything yellow. I understand. Now take my ring, let me put it on for you. With this ring you will draw power from the battery, effective for 24 hours. Now I've told you all, do not fail me. Gone, he breathes his last breath. After I have followed the spaceman's order in disposing all remnants of him in his rocket, the spaceman told me to take his special uniform, and I vowed to him that I would carry out my new responsibilities to the best of my ability. I was still dazed as I tried out my new power, lifting a cliff into the air. I can do anything I want with this ring, anything I will to make happen. I can make happen. But to be safe, I must use it only in the greatest secrecy. I know, I'll adopt a secret identity. I'll call myself Green Lantern after the power battery. And in time, I hope to make Green Lantern a name to be feared by evildoers everywhere.